Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. First things first, you already know. Hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Monday. Hopefully everybody was able to enjoy their weekend. Hopefully everybody kept themselves cool, hydrated, kept themselves as healthy as possible. Shoot. For some, I know y'all going through light storms and stuff like that. Make sure you keeping everything in order, keeping your family intact as always. Those who are in areas where you're suffering from hurricanes and tornadoes, the same thing. And if you have to evacuate, you already know what to do. You know, but just make sure if you evacuate, you bring the most important stuff you know you're gonna need. Popcorn, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate everybody that tuned in Saturday for the conversation. Definitely was a great one. You know, definitely some good points hitting on there. For those who might have missed it, you can catch the replay. Today, I want to ask a question. And it's a general question because it's a general question that needs to be asked. Why are men only loved with conditions, but women and children are loved unconditionally? It's something that was aching and irking my mind recently, but today is a good day to bring it out. Serious, baby. Ah, shoot. My bad, y'all. If you hear me spazzing out, that's because I'm getting attacked by bugs right now. First it was the birds, now it's the bugs. Ain't this a beat? But that is a question, though. You know, why does it seem like men are only loved with conditions? Keyword with conditions, not unconditionally, but with conditions. I think some of it does stem, at least from my opinion, it stems from some of the systems that we see that are basically trying to, eliminate the whole male factor. WTAC, baby. I got my own spray and they still flying around right now. These is gnats. I can't get these little motherfuckers away. But the mosquitoes ain't been biting me, so I'm good. I keep catching little gnats in my eye and shit. I'm glad I got my shades on though. Shit. But I think that's, like I said, I think some of that does stem from all of the nonsense and the rhetoric that was fed. Some of it is due to feminism. We already know that part. Some is due to society. Some is definitely from government. You know. Yeah, nah, it's a whole fact. Popcorn, but it shouldn't be that way. The same way you expect a man to love you unconditionally, accept you unconditionally, and accept everything around you, it should be the same way around for a man. Um, where did our value go down at? You know, yeah, they are WTAC, they are. Other than that, though, everything else seemed to be good. I'm just trying to avoid all this damn sun right now. Finally got me some decent shade, but some of it is. It's a little bit of everything. But men have to really start demanding and taking back their respect. Knowing their self worth. Because there's no way you could tell me you're gonna just be tolerated. You don't go nowhere, and I say that not just the men but women too. You don't go nowhere where you're tolerated. You go somewhere where you appreciate it. You go somewhere where you want it, and somewhere where you love. Fellas, you got to start doing that same thing because first things first. Even if you are on the verge of trying to find something good or trying to find a woman, that woman shouldn't be worried about, you know, they shouldn't be worried about the what you got in your pocket, what's in your bank account. I've seen some people literally walk away from dates just because of that. The first thing you think to ask me as a man on the date is, what can I do for you? What do I got in my pocket? What do I got in my account? Those are the people you gotta be wary of, brothers. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to, because we already see where it's going. You know, they only gonna love you. Those type of women are only gonna love you because you can do for them. The minute you start doing for yourself, or the minute you try to start doing for yourself, it's a whole big problem. And it's not so much as just the structures that was placed in front of us that's making us get devalued. You know, yeah. Like we tell people, we have a small handful of people who we only have a small handful of people who are on those lines of making everything bad for the whole community. But you can't even say that neither. There have been some good men out there that have got done dirty, and only because, again, some of these women they decided to get with or thought they had something with was only focusing about what they could do for them financially, or what could they do for their kids. Now, again, there's some of y'all that are going to put yourselves in positions. Now, if you are going to, if you are going to give your time and whatever to a woman who has kids already, you better make sure that, number one, you are prepared for everything that comes with that package deal. See, I can remember back in the day, even single moms had and not saying that all of them was messed up, but you had a lot of them that really was on the notion of, okay, if this man is going to come into my life and be a fixture, I need to show him appreciation. If he's willing to do all of this and not give me anything, or just not willing or whatever, I gotta be real with it. Because who else gonna deal with it? There's some of you fellas right now that think you have to settle. You don't always have to settle for anything. When it's time for you to settle for something, let it be something that's gonna be beneficial. Like prime example, there are some men who are moving on in life. Some of them moving on because they probably already got grown kids. If things didn't work out with the significant other, or if the significant other happened to pass, nobody wants to be alone forever. I don't care what age and stage you at in the world, nobody wants to be alone. But again, you gotta know exactly what you need. And once you find what you need, you make sure you doing the necessary steps. And I'm sorry, but fellas, you're gonna have to start learning your self worth and your self value. When you are being disrespected, and that's on either angle, you really are supposed to put your foot down regardless. Give me 1 second. But that is the truth though. I mean, come on now. I mean, you're not gonna sit here and be with somebody. Like most men that I know are not gonna be with somebody that's not being, or giving them a hundred. Or I'm not gonna be with somebody that I feel like is gonna be verbally abusive, or feel like they always gonna want to argue and do all of that. No. See, like I said before, and I'm gonna say this again, most of us men don't require too much from you women outside of just peace. We don't want to hear the constant nagging. It doesn't matter if you in the right or in the wrong. It doesn't matter. Nobody wants to hear the nagging and constant whatever, even when they get back to the fortress of solitude. 702, baby. But it's true though. Like, you think a man is gonna want to have to go out in the world, bust his ass, whether it's a regular 9 to 5, or even if he owns his own and doing his own thing. You think a man want to get out there, bust his ass wild crazy for hours out the week, just to come home to a bunch of nothing? No, it's the same way y'all would be expecting a man to be out there doing whatever and bringing something home. Okay, when I come home, at least I should have at least some dinner ready. And I'm not saying it in I'm not saying it on this terms of no, you just being a house slave or nothing. No, but if you know I'm out here doing what I gotta do, at least you can do, even if you're not working or if you are working, it doesn't matter. Or even if we both gotta come up with a plan. But again, it's still the principle. A man want to come home to a loving family and a home cooked meal and just peace and solace, especially dealing with the world. But some of you make it hard for a brother to even want to stay home. You and it's sad because it's like some of you fellas make it kind of difficult too because you should know your worth. If you're gonna keep constantly putting up with disrespect, then you might as well just don't cry and complain about it. Just suffer in silence. But see, this is the problem. Most men throughout the course of history have done that. They have done almost any and everything for the betterment of everybody else except themselves. Fellas, you got to start doing what's better for yourself and start knowing what's better for yourself. And then from there, you'll see how things change, how things blossom, how things are supposed to really be. Like, how could you be good for anybody if you ain't even good for yourself? Not doing for yourself. You're not taking those chances you're supposed to take for yourself. You're not taking those um, key opportunities that you have for yourself. Can't do it. So in that same token, again, you got to know what's important. What's important for most of us is just having peace and peace of mind. Like I said a while back, hey, sometimes we don't need much. And even if we are going through something, even the days we don't feel like talking, just learn to be confident. Learn to be that open ear. Learn to just, and I'm saying that for some women, not all, because most women, at least the ones that I know or come across or have come across recently, they still have that old ideology of if I know my man or my husband is going through something, I'm not going to do anything to take them over edge and have them go to a moment they don't want to have to go to. Again, in certain instances, this is how domestic violence starts. Think about it. If a man is doing what he's supposed to be doing, he's suffering in silence, he's not saying much of whatever, and then keeps coming to the same shit, at some point he's going to snap. If there's no change, there's no nothing, he's going to snap. But fellas, I would tell you before you even think to get to that stage, again, you got to remember what's important. Your freedom more than anything. Like, if you're unhappy in a situation, just move on. It's the same way they would tell us to move on if we unhappy. And if we are unhappy, we should be moving on peacefully. My bad, y'all. But it's just that's the way it's supposed to be. Why give all your negative energy to something that's going to remain negative? Give me a second. Cool game. What's going on? My bad, y'all. And I'm gonna speak about that shit later too for some of y'all. Y'all be doing the utmost to catch a reaction, but I'll talk about that later. But again, when you know these situations that you're unhappy with, you are supposed to do your best. And that means be logical, especially with critical thinking. Assess the situation firmly, and then from there, you do what you got to do. Trust whatever process that you come with, and then you move forward. But I would say to avoid a lot of that again is just having healthy communication. Some of you fellas have put yourselves in that type of bond. Sorry to say, some of you have, because you was leading more on just the notion of not being alone. And there's some women too have done that same shit, that notion of not being alone. So I'm willing to do whatever. Nah, if it's gonna go against your peace and your sound of mind, then yeah, you gotta go. Frugal baby. Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in at the like button. My bad, y'all. I had to move away. Like I just moved away from a fool because he was playing music before the live started. I'll get to a spot, this nigga comes over there. Sorry, y'all, but this is some shit I don't like people do. Like you're invading spaces now, and at some point you gonna mess around and get either cursed out or catch a situation. Why put yourself in that? You know, it's common logic and common knowledge. You see people on the phone or probably doing whatever. Let me move. Let me move away with the sounds and the music, or nobody shouldn't have to ask. It's just common sense. Yeah, so to avoid dumping somebody on their neck, let me just move over. But that's one thing I said too. Sometimes people gotta learn to respect spaces, and that's on all angles. Respect spaces. If you know somebody could be in a space by themselves, let them be by themselves. Let them get that time to do whatever it is they're going to do, and then refocus in life. Fellas, some of you put yourselves in these positions because, again, you just longing to be with somebody or you just want to be with somebody that you've been trying to get at. And again, everything is cool, everything is good money until you really start seeing it for what it is. Again, you better make sure you're not with the type of women I was just speaking about earlier. You got to make sure they respect you and not just respect what you can do for them or respect the money part of it. Because you still are a human being at the end of the day. You still have emotions and feelings regardless to what. You know, but you got to remember that part though. Your peace and solace is the most important thing. And any form of life, that's what you need. But again, you gotta start telling you gonna start telling it like it is. If you feel unhappy about something, let it be known. Again, conversation should be had. And if you ain't happy with the woman that you're with now, no matter what the situation is, you still have to be adults about it and talk. But also, again, gotta be reasonable. There's some of you who just don't listen even when somebody's telling you something. You have to learn to listen. You have to learn to pay close attention. You know, because again, if somebody is telling you something without having to tell you, it should speak in volumes. But fellas, even when you do let it all out, be truthful. Ladies, same thing, be truthful. If you're unhappy for certain situations, it don't matter what it is. Sit down and talk and figure out where you go from there. And again, we are just as valuable. If not, we are the most valuable. Men and women are the most valuable, period. Because again, how do you think the life cycle keeps going? All this rhetoric of separation and division and battle of the sexes and so on and so forth is getting tiresome. It's again, tiresome to a degree because it's being promoted on so many different wavelengths and levels. But then again, you're messing up the playing field for anybody else who is out there. And you know what's funny? I go through some of these little short videos, or I'll go through certain things, and I see some of the comments, and some of the comments is what it is. It's true. Like some of y'all will completely mess up everything because you're coming on here with just a negative story, and you're not coming in with a, well, what was the turning point and the conclusion? Especially when you still have the breath to do it. You know, there's some of you, prime example, who have claimed to be victims of violence, but don't see you on the forefront or don't see you talking about, you know, everything, the bad parts of it, the good parts of it, none of that. So how can you expect, how can you expect certain things to change when you ain't trying to be a part of that change? Some of y'all have been through people cheating on you or, you know, misleading you, so on and so forth. Grant all of that, you know. But what did you learn from it? And what can you give for the people, especially those who don't got experience or people who are just trying to get something out of that? You know, you can't just come on here and just speak only on the negative. Yeah, well, this, that, and third, and I would say for this, don't. No, you got to give a fair warning about everything, and I mean everything. You know, if you want to delve in and only talk about the bad, you also need to talk about the good as well. What good lessons did you learn from that? You know, and how did you move forward? And how can anybody else who probably might have been in that situation or could be in that situation, you know, go far from it? You be all right, Pappy. Don't get put on time out today. Tell him. Save the time, brother Nimski. Telling you right now. Nah, but just gotta think about that. At some point, you gotta come to real reason. If you're gonna bring something that's on the bad, also bring something good with it. Something chilling, man, chilling. Trying to get away from noise pollution, but apparently today is an active day. But you got to remember that part. Um, Nobody wants to be miserable throughout life, and if you're gonna be with somebody, you need to be with somebody that gives just as much peace as you had on your own. If not, helps you gain more peace, more structure. You're all supposed to be united. See, I was going to delve into it about a certain situation, but I'm gonna wait on that. But from my logical standpoint, I've always felt, you know, if you're gonna be including somebody in your life, let that person be your sole other half. Like y'all should move together. Moms can't move one way, father move the other way, because then again, which way will the kids end up fucking following? Supposed to stand together as one unit. So if I'm supposed to be able to trust you, lean on you, and everything else, you know, make sure it's giving back. Nah, I'm always good, bro. I don't let certain things shoot. It's just too damn hot, and already kind of embrace some ignorance already. But yeah, my mom said forget it. But no, you just gotta remember that, fellas. You don't want a woman that's not gonna give you her honey. She can't expect you to give everything and she don't give nothing, and vice versa. You can't give 100 to somebody and then they not giving you even 25%. That's a problem. The hell's it trying to rain now? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. My bad. Is this? Oh no, it's not raining. That's somebody AC water. Miss Chicago, baby. Again, you're all supposed to come together because again, two halves make a whole. Give me one. Yeah, it wouldn't be the city without it, baby. You know you was gonna get one of those. No, my bad, y'all. I had to mute y'all. Wouldn't be the city without getting one of them bullshits. Nah, but come on now. Y'all all supposed to give a whole of each other. I can't give you half of me if we supposed to be building together. I gotta give you my everything, and you supposed to give me your everything. And we supposed to be able to come together and bring everything to the forefront, to this family structure, to the family tree. It's just it's just logic. When you're sitting here listening to people, you know, having bad or previous situations, but then a lot of them are not really doing what's needed. It's kind of breaking the chains to the degree. Like, look here, not every man is violent, not every man is verbally abusive, not every man is a scumbag, low life, so on and so forth. But that's the idea they give you, especially when it comes to our value. We savages. Now, granted, I said before there were certain things that are happening now that it's a lot of men doing a lot of wild shit, especially towards women. But in the same token, look how these men were raised to the degree. Yeah, I'm not kicking nothing or judging nothing, but let's keep it real. Look at how some of these people were raised. Some of these people are coming from broken backgrounds. And whoever ain't coming from a broken background, hey, parents either don't care or they too busy. And if it's neither or, it's just something they misread and didn't see. Because things can change up in a heartbeat. The one thing I can say about everything, things do change up. But again, you got to have a common knowledge and a balance to say, you know what, if I could talk about this to certain people, I can make this where I need to make this at and put this on a bigger scale. I could possibly be helping somebody who's either been through it or could possibly be going through it. And that's supposed to be the most important thing out of anything. So
guess what? I'm learning how to dunk now.
My boy, Pastor Jenkins. That's the one thing you can't do. The one thing you can't do is share your life with somebody that you fully don't know. So again, it's more about making, careful decisions. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's just our value has been so tarnished because of specific situations, like I said before. And there are some people who could actually be on that forefront of making changes, making things a little better and easier, especially those who could be going through. But they don't. Some of them they don't because they feel nobody needs to know. And some will really freeze up. Some will really think like, do I really want to do this and then have to worry about this? But you're supposed to have faith in yourself regardless. You're supposed to have strength within yourself to know that everything is going to be okay because it's about the message. It's not about the messenger, it's about the message, period. Appreciate you for dropping those links, serious baby. Working hard in this damn sun on my back, baby. You gotta keep that in mind. And some people just they mess themselves up. I'm gonna say that straight up. Some of you mess yourselves up. Ladies, I'm gonna say this. Again, most of us men don't require much out of anything except for peace when we come home. Want to embrace the same way y'all want stuff. We want almost the same things. We both want to have peace. We both want to be able to relax. Even if the kids have died down and everything, all right, now what we doing? Watch some Netflix. We gonna cook. What we gonna do? I'm still hungry. You know, certain situations doesn't matter. Supposed to be able to be in each other's comfort, be in each other's presence. You know, embrace everything. You can't embrace nothing when it seems like it's one sided. And that's the one thing to remember again, that a relationship should not be one sided. Any form of whatever should not be one sided. And if it is going to be one sided, then that's when you start making your evaluations. Nah, it's a whole fact, serious. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to worry about if you're getting with somebody, if they're going to cheat on you, if they're going to be abusive on any level, or if they got things that they need to get out. Just got to be careful. I would say that same thing with you fellas, because some of you put yourself in situations not knowing these women are married, still married, and even if they divorced or they going through a divorce, 9 out of 10 they still have ties with that ex. So gotta be mindful and wise on that. Again, you want to make sure that you finding somebody who's for you, that's not attached to anybody, and I mean anybody. They shouldn't be. I'm talking to this woman thinking that she's single, and come to find out she been lying. Come to find out she got a whole husband. And even if I think something and I know for a fact, oh, all right, I know who this person is, I ain't going that far. You fellas got to stop doing that. Some of you. Because again, you be thinking with your lower extremities and you're not thinking with your brains. Who wants to keep going through certain situations, or you're not winning. Nobody's winning at the end of the day. And if you already like you know dealing with somebody, if you're already dealing with somebody and it's serious, if you're unhappy with that person, sit down and have a talk. And once you have that talk, if you decide you're gonna move on, then you move on and you do what you're gonna do. But don't let a certain situation be the reason why you left. Again, you want us to accept everything and take in everything. But where's that reciprocation at? There are the small handful who are still going with that logic of, no, I'm gonna make my man or my husband feel appreciated the way he's supposed to be appreciated. I'm gonna respect them and love them the way they respect me and love me. There's only the small handful. Everybody else, again, y'all don't let either that red pill, blue pill shit, or you don't let just things in general mess up the balance. But this is my thing again. If you're with somebody you think they could be cheating, the first thing you are supposed to do is be observant. You don't just go off of hearsay. You don't just go off of what somebody else said. And if you did hear something, you still got to do your own research before you decide to make any decisions. Right? Don't mess yourself up if a person probably ain't doing that. Again, you have to do the research. But if you know off the rip, and if you already been through it because you could read the signs, then that's when you do what you got to do. But you still got to be observant. You still make sure that's not what it is, and then you make your decisions from there. Prime example is some of you women out there that are not happy with your man because they might not be fulfilling one out of two requirements, or they're not fulfilling certain requirements. Sit down and have a talk with them, and vice versa. Fellas, same way. There's some of y'all that cry about this ain't the person I met, but nigga, then let her know that. Excuse me for saying that like that, but it's true. Let her know that. Y'all supposed to value yourselves one way or another. Value yourselves first because you are supposed to have self-value. Not gonna allow somebody to come in my life and then start, messing up already. Or you cheating, you doing whatever. You being sneaky on certain things. You could be living a double life. If you ain't living a double life, you could be doing something that I'm not aware of and I don't condone it. And then now that puts everybody in a position. No, no, no. You have to be careful a lot of times, man. And again, some of y'all put yourselves in these positions because look how you attack the situation. Some of y'all going off the lust factor, not the trust factor. Some of y'all are going off of what somebody could do for you, so on and so forth. Tanya, what's going on? Happy birthday, baby. Oh, hold on one second. Happy birthday, everybody. Wish Tanya Renee a happy birthday, baby. I ain't forget about you. Oh, wait a minute. I did not forget about you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on one second. Yeah. Happy birthday to all the Leos. I know it's Leo season now. Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to give y'all the double deckers. All you birthday people coming up, I'm giving y'all the double deckers. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Dear friend, I know it's your birthday today, but keep yourself under control. Don't drink all the alcohol in town or the news will be like this tomorrow.
Nah, many more blessings around the sun, definitely. Ah, that's the most important thing, though. A lot of y'all. Know your self value and your self worth. If you think that you don't smoke all the smoke up, I ain't messing with you, Tanya. Nah, I can't. Come on now. You know that jaw stay full, baby. You got to remember that part, though. You are in control of your happiness, your destination in life. And if you're going to share your destination in life with somebody, again, you got need to both be on the same wavelength. It goes deeper than just the physical. Gotta really dig into the mental of somebody. And not dig for all the bad parts. No, you gotta just be able to be reasonable. Only four tacos. Well, I'll take only the four tacos. It's your birthday. As a matter of fact, since you gave me four tacos, I'm gonna accept that today. I'm gonna accept that today, Tanya. But you're not leaving out with this. Take baby Rufus with you. There you go. There you go. There you go. Take baby Rufus with you. Come on now. Now, but you just gotta remember, you know, when you with somebody that's giving you the equal balance that you've been looking for, you'll feel a lot fresh. Yeah, you'll feel a lot refreshed. You won't feel as tired. You won't feel as beat up. Hey, you're gonna know it. It's gonna show. Trust me. I've seen this happen to people who've gotten with the right people they were supposed to get with. Even when they was looking at their worst or looking like they wasn't going to recover, got with the right person and then everything then changed up for them. Nah, 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 be nah. Matter of fact, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take responsibility. I told you I'd take the phone away. I told you I'd take the phone away. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I'll be here. Take your nephew Pablo. Take him. Nah, you gotta be real with it though. You gotta be real with it. You can't be miserable your whole life. You can't be stressed out your whole life. Despite that you are going to deal with certain life stresses, you shouldn't be stressed out to where you are looking down and out. I told y'all to leave me alone. I told y'all to take my advice. Now y'all want to laugh. See, look, man, I gotta reevaluate my friendships in here, man. Y'all don't want to see me do good. Nah, but you just gotta remember that part though. Um, when things are looking at as grimace and you think you really could be with somebody who's gonna be there, or better yet, if that person is there for you, regardless, y'all should be able to take everything necessary to keep that balance in check. Supposed to. There's no way you could tell me you would allow somebody to come into your life and just cause chaos. Nah. Some of y'all are getting to a certain age in the stage where you ain't got time for the madness and the games. And trust me, some of y'all are giving out hot flames because it's truthful to the matter. You want to be able to say success is not just a ladder. You found love and peace and joy with somebody that shares almost the same common knowledge and the hobbies. That's it. Now I don't need to be quiet. You know what, Tanya? I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Well, Well, guess what? You set this up for yourself. Hey, set this up for yourself. I was trying to be nice. Really trying to be nice. I think I am gonna be nice. That's how we both looking at you. Yeah, I got pets everywhere. Don't play with me. No, but you just gotta remember that part though. Pappy, you wanna go on timeout? Serious. Put his ass on timeout for 12 seconds. He be alright. Don't play with me, son. Told you today ain't the day. Today ain't the motherfucking day. Pappy, I'll shut the fuck up when you learn to keep your wives, nigga. But just like your 10th divorce, Tanya, what happened with them papers? I seen them papers in the chat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, gave you walking papers and all, son. And you don't let everybody give you walking papers, bruh. God damn it. I was trying to be nice today. But apparently, we haven't failed to communicate. She just might. You never know. I tell the birthday girl to put your ass on timeout, nigga. Exactly. His name IB. You almost got cola ID, little nigga. Nah, but all in all, those. But all in all, though, for real, nah, because you don't want to be spending or wasting any more time if somebody is really not on that level with you, which is the truth. Like if you're at a certain stage, you just want somebody that's going to be there for you, a great companion and everything else. Then you do what you got to do. But again, you be wise in your decisions because you know those are going to be slim to a degree. You just got to be able to fill it out definitely. Wow, but you just got to realize that. You're not going to get what you looking for and what you need and the things that you might want if you don't go out there and go pursue it. Or if you don't take the necessary steps to doing it the right way. But you gotta let things flow as natural too. You know, you don't just up and jump the gun and jump shit if things ain't really turning out too bad, or if it's not bad at all. You know, sometimes it just be miscommunication. There might be things that are lacking, so this is what you need to do. I don't know, Pappy. I don't know. You know, y'all cutting up in here. I see that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But, you know, you gotta remember this part. It's solely about the best interest for your heart, your peace, your mind. And I believe once you find what you're looking for, or once you've already acquired it, you just got to make necessary critical analysis and just let things flow from there. Don't rush nothing. Don't over exceed anything. Just let things build naturally. Yes, you must be assertive in certain situations, but not all situations. Yeah, but IB, you keep putting yourself on front streets, huh? Stop making unnecessary cuts. Now you got to karate chop your shit. See, be all right. See how that works? Nah, fact, serious. That's what I'm saying. Like you got to get incorporated with. If you're together, don't think that certain things have to be over because you got it with each other. If you still both love going out to specific events and stuff like that, do so. You know, and whether it involves money or not, shouldn't matter. The fact that you're with each other and you're comfortable, and the fact that you can enjoy each other's grace and presence, that's the most important thing. That's the beautiful thing about it. Oh, there goes. We started traffic jam already. There we go. Karate chop. I better leave. Who? You know what? Yeah, all right. You know what? I just thought about it. I just thought about it. You just said it. I gotta leave you alone. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I ain't gonna bother y'all and disturb your peace. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I ain't messing with you. Sonya, have a great one. Get through your day smoothly, and again, enjoy your B day as you're supposed to. Um, oh, uh, don't forget, you didn't read the chat. You do have a birthday request. I will be on Clapper tonight. Yes, baby. I will be on it. I will be on it tonight, definitely. Nah, but you just gotta remember this one thing again. Whether you young with kids or young without kids or old with kids, so on and so forth. The point of the matter is you are supposed to be with somebody and be with somebody that's actually going to be again on the same level with you, on the same accord with you, and is going to have your best interest at heart, just like you got this. Sleazy Yeet. I already know if y'all just tuned in, the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Nah, young Padawan over here talking to the peoples as always. But again, you want peace in life. And even if you are at a certain stage where you feel like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do, you do it. But again, you're supposed to be happy. The rest of your days, no matter what age, you're all supposed to be in peace and comfort. Care what you try to talk about. Care how hard you try to be with that. And that's on both sides. Some of y'all women try to be hard too with that shit. Oh, Nino. Yes, you do. Don't let these damn platforms and don't let these fake ass advice columnists and everybody else tell you shit about something you should know already. And if you are going to listen to the overall general message. Don't just go off your own assumptions neither. But all in all, though, today is just something for a lot of y'all to think about. You know, get yourselves right. You know, you, you know, if you're comfortable within your realm, you're comfortable by yourself. Stay by yourself until you know you find something that best compliments you. You don't necessarily got to jump out the window just because. Sometimes you might take a little risk and you might get lucky with that risk. Hey, sometimes you might not expect it and they'll just pop in. But when you know you got it, you better keep it. And that's exactly what it stands for. Keeping that peace and keeping that solid ground for you and your partner, no matter what. Supposed to remember that again, the happiness of everything in your life, it does start with you. What makes you happy should remain in your life. And what makes you angry, what makes you depressed, what makes you feel anything other than, move away from it. But again, don't just go off emotion. Go off of logic more than anything.
That's good.
Serve its purpose.
This one's not.
Big fact, serious. You already know. Again. But you got to be able to have a conversation with somebody that you are putting in your life regardless. You can't just put random people in your life and don't know what the hell's going on. For all you know, you could be dealing with some form of a murderer. You could be dealing with somebody who's on the other end of the justice system that they shouldn't be on, so on and so forth. The list goes on. But again, you got to remember self-value and self-worth. Fellas, you know what you worth, just like ladies, you know what you worth. It shouldn't always be focusing on financials. You can't expect me to take care of you if you can't do the simplest thing like take care of my heart. So again, you gotta remember that part. You just gotta remember that part. When you're in a great, comfortable position, and if you feel that's a great, comfortable position, you do everything possible to keep it together. And don't let outside interference or even sometimes your own interference to mess up something good. And for some of you women that need to hear this, I'm sorry, you're going to have to hear this. Stop always thinking about a man's financials. Just because a man might have some good financials don't mean he's going to take care of your ass. That does not necessarily mean that. So, got to remember that part. And if you don't fit the bill, then you just going to still be out there searching. I'm sorry. Some of y'all that got to stop thinking about that. Oh, this person can do this for me. Or where I can utilize this person for. No, we should be able to utilize each other for the betterment.
Everybody. You never called my phone. Wow.
See, serious? Tell him again. Tell him again. See, this is what happens when you don't listen. And just in case if he thought it was my fault, Pappy, it's not my fault, Pappy. It's your fault. In fact, we ain't calling you no damn Pappy. Mr. IB, it's not nobody's fault. See, look. See, this is what happens.
Okay.
See,
Okay,
it always happens
now
to
I know
you.
who that is.
It always ends up happening to you. Shots of blood.
Now I'm about to see.
Riaz, what's going on? Nah, but you just gotta remember that part. You have to be able to not just hear, but listen. Sometimes people will tell you something right then and there. If you don't listen to it, if it goes in one ear and out the other, you have missed something vital. And you have missed something that could have possibly been a great or even a strong bit. And don't let your mind play tricks on you neither. That's the one thing I can tell you. Not everything that looks a little iffy is going to be iffy. So congratulations on your 1K again, my guy. Keep building and keep growing. And see, I would encourage that to anybody. Keep building and keep growing. Doing what's necessary. And again, if you have to keep yourself alone for that small time frame, at least to reevaluate everything that you do so. When you think you got something, or when you absolutely are sure that you have something, you do what you got to do. You make things progress the way it's supposed to. But again, remember, just communication will always be the key. If y'all ain't communicating, you're both missing out on shit. Point blank, period. And remember, we ain't mind readers neither. Y'all gotta remember, it's good to open your mouth and communicate, even when you feeling the smallest bit of whatever. You don't want it to build up, and you don't want it to get far worse than it needs to get. But again, let shit flow naturally. Don't rush no processes. Don't do anything that you don't necessarily have to do. Don't jump out a window without a fucking parachute. Just chill out. Sorry to say it that way, but you gotta just chill out. If you solely just focusing on this and this and this, guess what? You're not going to see the most important things and gain the most important things. You want structure and peace. You want protection. You want all that shit. All right, make sure you find the right one. Angela, what's going on, baby? You just in time, baby. You was missing in the
What's up,
clubs.
love?
Your ass was missing in the clubs. And that's right. You got to take
My
face,
take
muscles
baby
are
Ivan with
getting
you. Take baby
big.
Ivan.
Oh, yes, the muscles. The muscles are getting big from the pump.
Go him like what? Like that? So you can go him like that?
You know, but that's the most important thing. And that is truth, though. Without effective communication, you basically have
How
nothing.
is that?
You know. You know, knowledge of self, then you'll have knowledge of the world around you. All in all, just a brief little, brief little, brief little run in with this little conversation because again, I feel it's needed. Sometimes you can't go off of other people's advices or anything else, and sometimes you can't find nobody else's blueprint. You gotta have your own. Yeah, know yourself.
What's your nationality? What?
And again, in order to keep happiness and preserve happiness,
Oh!
you know what you gotta do.
Oh!
You spilled everything.
Fuck spilled everything. The ants tried to rape my shit. It's mad at them.
Oh yeah, they on one. My bad, y'all. Now we getting trolled by the ants. Let me make sure these niggas ain't on my book back.
Where your family from?
You know, you just gotta remember, um, it's all about the choices that you make. If the choices that you are making that's keeping you peaceful and preserved or working, they keep doing so. Keep incorporating that. But you know, I'm gonna revisit this again. I feel like we're gonna have to reiterate on this because again, it's time for the fellas to start knowing their self worth more than anything. We are being too devalued over too much BS, and it's time for that notion to stop.
What was that?
I still don't know.
She sound like farting.
Probably something they doing in the building. But yeah, great conversation all in all. I know some of y'all just coming in, tuning in. For those who might have been missing for a minute, again, I'm thinking about doing this first ever AI Matrix Awards. Yeah. Yeah, it's too many of these. It's too many of these to go around. It's too many of these to go around. And, you know, we're gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna probably take a specific night, and you know how we gonna do. We gonna wild out. Wait a minute, one more again, one more again. There you go. There you go.
Don't do none of that shit.
Those who ain't been catching them shorts, stop playing. You know how we give it up. You know how we give it up. Great conversation as always. Just wanted to chime in on that a little briefly. Again, fellas, you know what it is. You know what you're good for. You know what you can do. Your strengths, your weaknesses. You're supposed to find somebody that complements that. And same thing, ladies. If you're looking for all of that, you got to make sure that you find somebody who not so much fits all of that, but somebody who's really going to stand on what they're going to stand on. Lead.
What?
I feel everybody should play their positions and things will work out a little bit different.
What you mean, what's that?
Exactly, serious. I ain't forget about that. It's the truth. And I gotta keep that communication line open at all times, no matter what. The minute you stop communicating, that's when the problems will really set in. Oh yeah, I ain't forget.
Nigga.
I'm gonna definitely revisit this. I would drop the link, but I know most of y'all busy, and I'm about to be busy my damn self. So I'm trying to figure out where all this extra added noise is coming from. And it feels like it's gonna be a burden on my scalp piece. So I'm gonna slide into this Monday just like this. Yeah.
When your birthday?
Yes.
Oh, my son's birthday.
Yes.
My oldest son.
Oh, I be take your other nephew too.
Whoa.
Take your other nephew, son. Yeah. And again, happy birthday, Tanya Renee, baby. Don't forget later on, we got your birthday request going on. Oh, sound like something blew up just now. Or something fell out that window. Oh, Lord. They doing it again.
Couldn't do shit. Everything was
locked. People be wild for respect. Those follow me on Clapper. I'll be back around 7, definitely. Yeah. 4 o'clock y'all time on West.
Like this.
But again, you gotta remember that part right there. It's solely up to you to keep peace and balance. Business wise, relationship wise, just all in all for the betterment and the growth of your spirit, the betterment and the growth of your life. Some things you might have to let go. Some things, if you think you might have to let it go, you better make sure that you're letting it go for good purpose. Other than that, try to keep yourself fair and balanced. Not always going to get what you want, but you're going to get the things that you need. And before I get up out of here, I do appreciate everybody that has been tuned in, those who's catching these replays, those who have left comments or even likes on the shorts. Appreciate everybody that's been a part of the build, the conversations, all the damn shadow mafias. Man, this shit for y'all, man. We might have to do this award show. And if we do this award show, we got to do it the right way. I felt like I had to let you know. Now you trying to pull up to my crib. I think you really got it. I'm telling you. Look here. We got best dance off. We got the best dance offs. You ain't got to do that shit. We had to do that. We looking at you're looking at a lot of little dance steps right now. For those who suffering for the week.
nigga.
Oh, for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, no. That award show coming soon, you know.
Yeah, I'm out the way, yeah, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, met his homeboys and them types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your
You know how we gotta do things? No, we gotta do things. And again, for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, you know. Before I do get up out of here, I do owe y'all one more thing. I owe y'all two more things. I do owe you two more things. Hold on, I do owe you this.
I just want an Oscar!
And I ain't forget about y'all.
Make me crazy.
Don't leave just like that, serious. Hold on, we got something for you too. Though we ain't forget about you. We ain't forget about you. Hold on, we ain't forget about you. Oh, wait.
Motherfucker.
And we definitely ain't forget about you again. Hey, yeah, one more for the
So you
road.
wanna hear some funny shit? Yesterday. Son, I leave work yesterday. First thing I'm thinking about is doing them. Like, yo, y'all niggas ain't do nothing.
My bad, y'all.
Y'all niggas
But
ain't
yeah.
do nothing.
But yeah, we're gonna definitely finish this conversation. For those again follow me on Clapper, I will be back at 7 o'clock, 4 o'clock on that West time. For those who also follow me on the West.
When I get to the store,
give him the boxing gloves again, serious. Hold on, and give him one of these before y'all walk up out of here too. Give him one of these shits too. Give him one of these.
I think that's okay. So I.
Shit.
Get her hands, huh? So she opened the door, so I'm like, oh shit.
But yeah, let me get up
So
out
I'm
of
like,
here.
yo, Wanda, what's good? What happened?
If y'all was new to the channel, like,
ass
share,
away
comment,
from
and
me. So I'm
subscribe.
like, shit,
Shout out to the
so
replay
twice.
gang. Shout out to the Shadow
So I'm
Mafia and the
back
Shadow
to the
Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby.
She walking out the door.
Everybody that was in
So I
attendance
come in the
today, y'all
house.
already know that love is love and it'll be
My
reciprocated as
cousin on
such.
the floor.
I don't know how to be fake. All I have to do is
About
give
to
you real.
die.
And that's all I'm going to do is give you real topics and real bills. And yeah, don't get it twisted. Don't. Then what thing? What blew up? Oh, something blew up. I'm about to run. My bad. Sound like a fake generator blowing up over here. Can't do that. But before I get up out of here, take this with you. There you go. But for those outside right now, for those at work, y'all keep yourselves hydrated, keep yourself healthy as always, keep yourself observant and vigilant. Hey, and again, I'll see y'all later on tonight on Clapper. Y'all stay safe, keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.